Some conflicts do not begin with the roar of cannons, but with a single tiny drop of oil. Some great powers did not rise on gold or silver, but on a substance known as black gold, the lifeblood of modern civilization. From naval battles and tank convoys to global economic crises, nearly everything is tied to oil in one way or another. It is not just fuel that keeps machines running, but a key factor that determines military strength, economic capacity, and national power. Hello everyone. Today we are going to explore why oil became the dominant energy source of the world. By the late 18th century, steam engines and coal mining had become the foundation of the Industrial Revolution. They drove the explosive growth of capitalism and large-scale industrial production. The turning point came in the late 19th century with the invention of the internal combustion engine, especially the diesel engine, which offered far greater efficiency than steam engines. The arrival of this technology quickly pushed coal out of its once unchallenged position. From that moment on, oil and its refined products, such as gasoline and diesel fuel, rose to the throne of the fuel world. At first, oil was used only in limited ways, mainly in machinery, medicine, and lighting. Although oil had been known since thousands of years before Christ, it was only extracted on an industrial scale starting in the mid-19th century. It was not until the early 20th century that oil truly exploded in importance. Soaring military demand turned oil into a global strategic resource. Oil wells transformed John D. Rockefeller into the first dollar billionaire in history. When adjusted to today's value, his fortune would be worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Oil did not just create the richest individuals on Earth. It also shaped most of the geopolitical events of the 20th and 21st centuries. As the 20th century began, most warships still relied on steam engines. Internal combustion engines allowed ships to travel much faster and much farther. In 1912, Winston Churchill made the decision to convert the entire British fleet to oil. Even without domestic oil reserves, Britain was willing to take the risk. That bold decision delivered a decisive advantage at sea. At the same time, Germany developed oil-powered submarines, creating a serious new threat. World War I opened the era of mechanized warfare with the appearance of tanks. Each tank consumed hundreds of liters of fuel. By World War II, oil had become absolutely vital. Japan attacked Pearl Harbor after the United States imposed an oil embargo. Nazi Germany launched its invasion of the Soviet Union to seize the oil fields of Baku. From that point on, oil officially became a strategic military resource. After World War II, the world entered the era of the Cold War. Domestic oil reserves in the United States gradually declined. In 1960, OPEC was established with 5 founding countries. In just one decade, OPEC controlled more than half of global oil production. In 1973, the oil crisis erupted. Oil prices quadrupled, pushing many Western economies into recession. The era of fuel-hungry American cars came to an end. Japanese cars, known for efficiency and durability, quickly rose to prominence. The petrodollar system was born, strengthening the power of the US dollar. However, it also made the United States more deeply dependent on the Middle East. Russia used oil and gas to restore its great power status. Shale oil technology helped the United States rise to the top of global production. The United States became the largest oil and gas producer in the world. The shale oil revolution completely reshaped the global energy balance. Meanwhile, OPEC weakened and became increasingly divided internally. Venezuela fell into crisis due to its dependence on oil. Nigeria once fell into heavy debt due to a similar scenario. In war, oil determines victory or defeat. In politics, oil shapes alliances and rivalries. In economics, oil determines prosperity or decline. For more than a century, oil has maintained its supreme position. In the near future, no other energy source is strong enough to fully replace it. The truth remains unchanged. Whoever controls energy controls the world. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss more history videos. Thank you all so much for the support you have shown to the channel.